everyone, and welcome back to my channel True Crime and Trials, where I discuss true crime and trials. My name's Lindsay and I'm here today to bring you day 15 of the Derek Chauvin trial. Now I know it's late, but I've had a poorly child and I haven't really had the time nor the energy to do this video. So here it comes, all these notes of what I wrote on the day. Jury instructions are read, and when he read through them, went through the charges, I personally believed at that time that he was guilty of all charges. So the prosecution closing arguments are as expected. They didn't really have to go into that much detail because the footage speaks for itself, and it only, every time they show it, it only strengthens their case even more. They did show a few autopsy photos of George's face and his hand to show and prove the injuries he sustained while he was held and pinned to the floor. Seeing this, it just really hit home, and it was quite upsetting to see, because you'd only heard, you hadn't actually seen anything. To see it, it was just so sad. The defence closing argument, this was very, very hard to listen to. It went on for 2.5 hours or more. Some points I just could not watch. I had to turn it off. I was emotional and angry and frustrated. And for the closing argument for the defence, Derek Chauvin took his mask off. Did it do anything to sway the jury? I mean, we know it didn't, but he still did not show any emotion. And we do find out why Derek Chauvin's body cam was knocked off. It was during the struggle of getting him down on the floor. And he goes through all the training. He keeps saying a reasonable officer would do this, that and the other. He loves analogies. He loves stories. The analogies about making cookies, about aliens. It was just ridiculous. What the jury must have thought during this, I do not know. And for going on for this length of time, at what point did the jury switch off? And in my notes, I've just wrote, he was a veteran officer. He was trained. He was kept up with latest training procedures. But he was not trained to kneel on George Floyd's neck for over 9 minutes. That was proved over and over and over again. He was trained to be mindful of where his knee was and not to be on the neck. He ignored that. He also ignored that he was told twice that there was no pulse. He is trained to assess the situation, which Mr. Nelson kept saying over and over again. So if he is as well trained as Mr. Nelson put across, then how could he not tell that something was wrong and to stop doing what he was doing and turn George over and administer first aid? So his whole argument is useless to me. Derek Chauvin is guilty. The prosecution have made a very strong case. They had a strong case to begin with. The video showed everything. So there we go. I will be back with, prosecution rebuttal. How could I forget that? What more could he say, really? It was Mr. Blackwell, I think it was, or Bakewell, can't remember his name. He just strengthened it even more. So yeah, the judge goes through everything and the deliberations begin. So I'll be back with a verdict video. So until then, bye for now.